Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Learn with Films. In today's episode, we will be looking at a very common question that a lot of teenagers ask me, and that is, how do I start earning money as a teenager? But as always, and you know the drill, first we'll watch a movie scene and come back. So here we go.
तुम दोनों ये धंधे कितने दिनों से कर रहे हो? बस यूं समझिए थानेदार साहब, वो संभालते ही अपने पैरों पे खड़े हो गए। क्यों करते हो ये सब? जिसलिए आप पुलिस की नौकरी करते हैं। पैसा नहीं, मैं पुलिस की नौकरी सिर्फ पैसों के लिए नहीं करता। उसके लिए तो मेरे पुरखों की खेती बाड़ी ही काफी है। शायद खतरों से खेलने का शौक है मुझे।
The scene that you saw comes from a film called Sholay. Now, this is a 1975 film and it was one of the greatest movies you'll ever watch. Now, what was happening, right? You could literally see that Thakur Baldev Singh, now this character is played by Sanjeev Kumar, who's in a uniform of an inspector. And he has just caught two very big criminals in the area, which is Jay and Viru. Now, not very big criminals. In fact, you would call them these short time, part time thieves who who are yet to become big criminals. So they're on that path to that place. And Thakur Baldev Singh is asking both of them that why do you do this? Like, why do you keep stealing and doing things like that? To which Viru says, we have been doing this since forever, and we do this for one and one reason, and which is money. And Thakur Baldev Singh here interrupts him and says, I don't work as a police inspector for money. And he rather says that maybe it's because मैं खतरों से खेलना अच्छा लगता है मुझे more on the lines of I like action. So, and that is the premise of our episode today. So let's go ahead and understand why exactly I showed you this scene. Let's discuss why I showed you this scene. So when money is the only answer, then a lot of methods become acceptable. And let me explain that to you. So before you start earning, you have to answer some questions to yourself so that you know what you're doing. This is a piece of the identity work because it is very important as a teenager to answer these questions. Now, while we were growing up, we never had this template, but you were fortunate enough to get this template right now. So use it to your benefit and to your advantage. So, the first question that you would want to answer is to understand why you are doing this. Like, why do you want to earn this money right now? So, there could be many answers to this, right? So, first could be like, I just want to prove it to myself that I can earn, right? Or uh, money would give me some purchasing power. So, I want to buy something. So, I want money, right? It could also be that you want to contribute to your family. So that's also an acceptable answer. But here's the catch. Write this down so that you know what is your why. The next question is that you will have to answer is what are the methods through which you will earn it? So now methods is understanding your efforts, where you will put these efforts to, what methods are aligned to you. So this is something that you really need to answer for yourself. So there are a lot of us in the society and in these arena who do not till date, they could be 50, 60, 40, whatever, they do not know this, and if they do not know this, this leads to methods that they should not be adopting and accepting. This could include uh, methods that are totally not aligned to them who, as a person, they are. So there was this one ad I'm always reminded of. It was of some job recruitment portal, and it showed Sachin Tendulkar in a singing studio and Lata Mangeshkar in a cricket field. So it's because Sachin always knew in his heart that he wants to become a cricketer. So he started young as a teenager. He would do whatever it takes. And even Lata Mangeshkar knew her craft, and she also started very young. So understanding this, that what aligns to you, both of them, if they were to swap places, they would have been disasters in their fields. So that is why this question becomes very important. What is it that aligns for you? And this will set the foundation for everything that you do in life. So what will you not do for money? Now, this also sets a foundation for your ethics. So, what will you not do? This becomes your principle in life. So, maybe you can answer it by things like I will never take bribe in my life, or I will not compromise in any situation. My ethics and my principles stand above uh, money. So you have to understand all this before you start earning. And once you start earning, here are the ways that you can earn money. So first method could be looking for, you could look for content creation or teaching or tutoring. So this is one of the easiest ways to get started to begin with, and money eventually would flow in. But if you're looking for something faster, I would recommend, if you are probably in ninth or in 10th, then you have a lot of junior students to whom you can teach. So you can begin there. And if you're good at it, you can get paid for this. So start there and move on from there. Another method could be freelancing gigs. Now, just a disclaimer here, if you go for this part, your account needs to be set by somebody who's above 18. And the money that would come in the bank account would also come to their account. Even if you have a minor account in your name, then also the money would be right now routed through you, because a lot of job portals, especially in freelancing, so Upwork or Fiverr, these people want someone who's above 18, right? But if you really are good at, let's say, video editing or songs editing, or you know your thing very well, then you can have your guardian or your parent making an account for you, and you can proceed from there. So, like I said, freelancing gigs pays really well. And if you know your job, if you know that you do really well at what you do, then you can get really good assignments. And one of the wisest ways that I feel is to sell your skill or your product. So, as young people, you might be good at painting, handicraft, or something that you are really good at that I don't know right now. You can use that skill and sell that skill. So this could be on a lot of other platforms like Etsy, and there are a lot of other platforms that help you sell things, even Amazon for that matter, but somebody else would have to register. You can also sell these offline if you are good at, let's say, paintings or baking or anything like that. You could do this. So, this is also a very important skill that can be sold in the market, and that could actually really work very well for you, even in the future. One of the ways that I do recommend students is that start thinking innovatively. Think anything outside the box. And because you people are so, I've worked with the teenagers, and I find them very innovative and very, many of them are lateral thinkers. So if you can think outside the box, you can do wonders, because it's all up in here, not in Chat GPT or not in Claude really. What I'm talking about is your own creative ideas to get yourself a living. Now, I have worked with many of the teenagers, and here's what I have discovered. Teenagers who work on their identity first before they start earning money, they make subtle changes in their own personalities. So, for example, these students would look at uh, jobs differently. So they're not like chasing after them. They start choosing. So they come to know, when they come to know, I like this, I am good at this, then they are able to work on that particular area and they choose better. Also, these students handle rejection better because they are so, by this time, by around 16, 17, they become like, okay, now I know my identity, now I know how things work. So they are able to handle any kind of rejection better. They also handle, obviously, then money better. They know what they have earned, now they spend it wisely. They pause before making any kind of money choices and financial decisions. Right. So that was a video for the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and loved it. And if you have any questions, you can put down in the comment section below and keep asking me. I will sure to be looking at it and answering each and every one of it. Also, before I leave for the day, please like and share and subscribe. And most importantly, what you can do right now is take the money character quiz that I would link in the description box below. And if you are a parent watching this video, you can take the money mindset quiz for a teenager to understand where exactly your teen stands right now. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.